original pop function we made. First we have to give our structure a name. So patients, and we'll call it test. This acts the same way we do with key, just gives us an object name to deal with the patient's structure. Now call the pop function and pass test to it. This pass test down here, it gets stored in key, which is used to key age, key names, which is passed down to our next function. So I just noticed I forgot to put in my next scene. Now what we'll do is display what is in our names vector. Cout test dot names I and Y. We're going to put this in a for loop. We're going to have I not equal to 3, I plus plus, now before I run the program here, I'm going to show you what it's going to do. Our main function starts right here. It assigns test to the patient structure, which we created here. The patient structure is made up of an integer called age and a string vector called names. We're going to call our pop function, which we created, and pass the test keyword to it. If we go down and look at the pop function, it's expecting that keyword that we made, and we're going to pass that keyword to age, which is, if you remember, the integer we created, and we're also going to pass it to key.names, which is the name of the vector, the string vector, which goes to the popv function, which is just below. And this right here is the exact same code I used in my last tutorial to populate a vector. So as long as the user doesn't type in an asterisk, it'll keep populating. We don't know how many names it will hold. It could hold 1,000,000. Well, I guess not 1,000,000 because we didn't have an unsigned integer, but anyway, it'll hold quite a few. Make sure, since we're first going to call this, an integer has to be used. So I'm going to run this program and see what we get. So first we type in our integer, and then it's ready for the names. So we'll go Jim, Ben, Tom, and Huck. Now we're only going to display 3 names, because that's what we have in our for loop. You could also display the entire vector, but just didn't decide to do it. So to end that vector, or to end the input, we type an asterisk if you remember, which is what stops the input. And once we hit enter, it'll display Jim, Finn, and Tom. Okay, and any questions, let me know. And next tutorial, I promise we're going to be sorting those names.